Yeah, last time we played, Nikito's super dead. Like, extra super dead. We're thinking either the mechanic killed him, or he somehow killed himself. And that's where our trial started. So...
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is, and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh man, Monami's pissed.
My. Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you?
What's up, Tev? Akane's best girl? Akane's pretty good. Thank you for the 49 months in a row, J-Rod. Super appreciate that. That is still absolutely ridiculous. Sonya's best girl? Sonya's pretty good as well. I think Ibuki's best girl, but Gundam's pretty close second.
Because you're a rabbit?
Out of who's left, I would say probably Sonya. Oh, she mad.
Chesto!
But he punched her in the face. That's not the chest at all. Yeah, thank you, Tev. I appreciate that.
One more time.
They're reusing some of these punch attacks and such. I kind of think these aren't really very funny. Yeah, this is just reusing all the punches that they showed earlier. You had too little contact with Ibuki. Ibuki's pretty good.
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
But why?
You're right. Now's not the time.
Why
for
should
me
you
to
feel
horse
bad for
around with
Monomi?
The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If
Interesting.
he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
That is a huge leap of logic, and I totally disagree, Fuyuhiko.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
That could be it.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
Alright, they're falling straight into Monokuma's hands. Are they the same person, or... The world may never know. Alright, we're ready to start. I don't know which of these is actually useful at all right away, so I guess we'll listen.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
How do you know that?
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
I mean, that's probably true, but...
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Bomb's hiding place? You already know
So,
they're not
the
bombs.
suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
I don't think
That
so.
was Fuyuhiko.
No, it wasn't.
I found it by coincidence.
Oh,
There's
which
no
bomb?
way
The
I'd
one in
torture someone.
the building? Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No, were the wounds on his body really caused by torture in the first place?
The killer didn't tape Nagito.
Alright, let's take a look at these clues again, because it's been a little while. Both of his legs were tied. Each rope was tied to nearby pillars, which prevented him from moving, and his thighs were also covered with stab wounds. What was Monokuma's account? He knew all along that the bombs were fake, however, he apparently never revealed that to anyone. So, it could be Sonya's answer because of Monokuma's account? That the Yakuza? Yeah, exactly. It might actually be Monokuma's account, oddly enough.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to
But
find
let me
out by
reread through
torturing
this
him?
again.
Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Hiding place?
If so, the
It
suspect
could be.
is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Coincidence? Oh god, I'm confused. Let's just go through all the evidence. It's been a little while. Tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it as if he was desperately moving his mouth. She used one of the bombs from the military base at the ancient ruins and found out that they were fake. At the time, Monami was apparently peeking at the whole thing. So both Monami and Sonia knew. Can I look at the account without going through this? I don't actually know what I need.
Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
It has to be one of these two.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
That
So
goes
that's
with
why
our
he was
evidence,
so
so it's
beat
not
up.
that.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Could it be hiding
So,
place?
the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
No, that doesn't make sense. However, if they tortured Nagito to find the bomb, whoever found the bomb is the suspect. That makes sense.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut. I'm telling you, they were.
The reason Nagito's
It's because the killer.
So that's what were they trying to? Definitely the bomb's. If so, is whoever found the.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way
I think
I'd
that's
torture
true.
someone.
Okay. I don't know how to start this one at all. Damn it. Yeah. I don't know what evidence I'm supposed to be presenting. None of this makes sense. The torture wounds go with what they're saying. Can I agree? Maybe? Maybe that's the clue. It's kind of shitty to start off with an agree like that, but...
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to. I'm telling you, they were
The reason Nagito's body was.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Tortured Nagito?
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
We can agree, maybe? The torture? Did not know that bomb was fake. That means I am not a suspect.
Damn it!
Oh, okay.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
actually
telling
remember
you,
the
they were
solution to this,
torturing him.
even if I had played it, but
The reason Nagito's body was covered with
I don't even know what
wounds.
I'm saying. I don't know the
It's
solution
because
to
the
this at
killer
all.
tortured Nagito.
I haven't played this one yet, though.
So that's why he
This
was
the start of the
so beat
trial?
up.
Yes, this is the start of the trial.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
It could be because of the...
So, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
These are the only
That
two
was
that matter.
Fuyuhiko.
I don't think
I
Monokuma's
found
account
it by
matters.
coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
I have not beaten this game before, correct?
The killer didn't take Nagito's.
This is my first time
mouth. I'm
playing
telling
it.
you, they were torturing.
The reason Nagito's body was covered.
It's because the killer tortured.
So that's why he. What were they trying to find out? Definitely the bomb's hiding
Maybe?
place.
I agree, right? No. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. It's been too long, either since I've looked at the evidence, or none of the evidence makes sense to
I'm
me.
telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
That could be true?
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone!
Okay, maybe I'm just being really dumb. I don't understand. Yeah, the rocks pissed me off too. That one was real bad. Ooh. I know exactly what you mean. That one sucked. I don't know what they're asking. Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? It's supposed to be my clue. Alright, so I guess let's look at the evidence again. I don't know what I'm looking for. They couldn't have been trying to torture him for information because his mouth was duct taped before they started stabbing him. So he couldn't say it anyway. So maybe it's the duct tape? And it's the torture?
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's
It's because the killer
No, that's
Okay.
wrong.
Ding dong, you're wrong. We have a vote for that now.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't
There
have
we
been
go.
able to confess anything.
Alright, that makes sense.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
And Knuckles. Yeah, okay. I'm on the same page as the game again. Alright.
I'm prepared.
Oh shit! This is awfully early to be this upset.
I just realized it. It's a trap.
Kazuichi. I don't think you're supposed to show your cards 2 seconds into the trial. What the fuck?
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
God, I hate this minigame. This is my second least favorite. Trap.
Like you said, Nagito's mouth was taped. You'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, but that was the trap. He
What?
wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I don't know about that.
If you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito
Did he though?
and got information about the bombs. But then, after they killed him,
What? They didn't kill him. After they killed him?
like you said, if
Okay,
Nagito's
hold on.
mouth was taped shut,
Killed him?
you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the
What
trap.
evidence am I supposed to be using for
He wanted
kill
to
him?
hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Oh, they fixed this in V3? Alright, I watched all of V3, so I probably won't be playing it on stream because it kind of ruins everything for me. And you guys, if you don't get to see my reactions, like, if I already know, it's kind of dumb. This game and the third-person shooter are the only ones I haven't actually played or watched. Killed.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was, you'd obviously assume he
This is
couldn't
another
talk.
I don't
That was the
understand what the
trap.
game wants from me.
He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
What does the
But if you
game
tape
want
his
from
mouth
me?
shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information. Then, after they killed him,
What? That
Allow
one?
me to cut through those words.
They didn't kill him because he was still talking?
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
what did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? Might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
It's good. Fair enough.
We don't need to
I've heard
play
good
a game.
things.
It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Yes. I agree, Chiaki.
Why do you always side with Hajime? You have a crush on him or something?
Probably.
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
Yeah.
The
I do
blood
recall
on his
that.
face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth.
The entire funhouse is really unfun into. It like kind of screws up the formula. It's in this really disgusting to look at area.
He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
I did not like that area very much, but the rest of it's pretty good.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream.
That's very possible.
Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
Also possible.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
I mean, that's pretty much anybody
Saying
here,
the killer
so.
was trying to make him suffer? If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
I mean, Akane went psycho earlier.
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever
But
did
yeah,
must
this
be one
seemed obviously
crafty
pretty
bastard.
meditated. Gunba's motivations are good. I just think the entire area that they were in was absolutely awful. Pretty much
If not,
anything
they
would be
wouldn't have
better
taken
than the way
time to
they
set fire to the crime
built
scene
that
and destroy
house
all the
and-
evidence.
the visual design of it.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
That would make sense.
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that?
It also doesn't help that Grape
Fire
House
occurred.
is literally the
Everyone
color
in
of a
this room
green
was
screen, but
gathered
that's more of a
inside the
personal problem.
warehouse.
Yeah. From right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which is where the lighter was. Because you knocked down
Which
all the
means
stuff.
It is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Agreed.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
The domino figures,
I
pretty
do
much
not
everything.
Know that,
The
but
rope,
that has
the
been a
lighter.
pattern before.
Literally everything. Come on!
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Stop sucking up.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is.
Damn right. Oh, Sonia's pretty good, actually. I feel like Sonia doesn't really have a lot of opportunity to shine up until these later chapters, but they're really writing her into a good spot here. What's up, Zlenka? I'm going crazy? I'm sorry. I don't know how. Alright. More logic. I think the burned rope is reasonable.
The direct cause of the fire was
Oil
the oil
lighter.
lighter found at the crime scene, right?
I agree.
The killer used some kind of setup.
I also
He
agree.
lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Sure.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
Probably just threw the lighter.
Maybe this? Oh.
Crap!
The direct cause of the fire, the oil lighter found at
The killer used some. He lit the curtain on.
some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil?
They probably just based on the shape of that oil lighter.
Clatter,
It can stand upright while the flame is lit.
Agreed.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way,
Agreed.
it could have ignited the curtain.
Agreed.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible glare.
No, I don't want threat. Fuck. I'm getting too ahead of myself.
Crap!
I just want to answer. I have the answer. Game, give me the
The
thing.
direct cause of the fire, the oil lighter found
The killer used some. He lit the
Damn
curtain
it.
on fire.
Some kind of setup.
Did they use the oil?
I just want the thing. Give it to me.
It can stand up
could've ignited the
Speed run.
some way.
I want to go
Maybe
fast.
they used invisible.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Wait, sound wave. Fuck. Stop it. I just want to go fast.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some. He lit the curtain on fire.
Some kind of setup.
Did they use the oil?
Why is
Oh,
it the
just
last
based on the
one?
shape. It can stand up.
If they tipped over, it could have ignited.
Also, sounds
Maybe
R waves.
they
It's the
used
dumbest
invisible-
thing.
There should have been a way to tip it over with
Mitsubishi is
sound
so
waves.
dumb.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
There, Jesus. All I want to do is consent. That's true,
I
Ted.
also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
Oh my god, that's genius!
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
Yeah,
A
obviously.
huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Yep.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
Are they explaining dominoes to me right now?
In place of those tiles,
Oh
the
my
killer used
lord.
the Monokuma panels.
Alright, yeah, go on.
So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
Which knocked it
But
over.
wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
Kind of.
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
Sure.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The music. Wait. Oh. Weird. But sure.
I see! You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
What's an MP3 player? Is that like a gaming phone? I don't even know. Seems so old. Yes. It was playing a loud song as they opened the door.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those
Domino
sounds
Kuma?
weren't the only
Yeah.
strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Fine, I'll open it slowly. That's not the problem. It'll be fine. Those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door. It's not opening. Something blocking the door? I can barely open it. A Wii with Metroid Prime 3 inside of it? Yeah, that sounds right. I guess. Trap. Can I tell you it'll be fine? Just gotta use a little more force. Yeah, she kicked it open. Really hard.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Which burnt the rope, which dropped the spear that killed him.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
What else would be blocking it?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Which would follow that Nikito set it up in my mind.
Is that a problem?
Was Nikito holding the rope? Oh, he was. Why? What was the burnt rope? The burnt rope let him release a hand, I guess? But that was the one that was stabbed. Peculiar.
It's a major problem. I mean, That door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
I did it. Wow. Rude. Problem she's talking about is we couldn't take any merch. We couldn't see inside. The killer couldn't have left. They could have hidden it. Killer couldn't have left.
See,
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be open, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Yes.
now that you mention it,
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
But how could they hide inside? All of them are out.
who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
Sonia's going back to her tried and true method.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Yeah.
You don't mean...
Nagito.
Hajime? What do you mean?
Right? Person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. Only one person. It has to be the person who was inside the warehouse. It has to be Nikito. He's the only one.
This is my answer. What if it was
My
Nagito?
conspiracy theory is coming together. Again, suicide makes the most sense to my mind.
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
The first game also had a suicide case, so a lot of the cases so far in this game have followed a similar pattern to the first game.
Not just the
Byakuya
victim.
came back to kill him? That's also possible. Maybe he's the only one who could surpass his own
He was
luck.
the victim.
Maybe?
And he was the perpetrator too.
He made some offhand comment about, like, relying on his luck to get through this, too. And the recorded video, there's just so many weird oddities.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
Or, maybe it was a spooky skeleton. You never know. Did you know that each of us has a skeleton inside of us right now, just waiting for us to drop our guard so it can pop out? True story.
His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
Disclaimer.
Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
It could be.
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
You purged your skeleton years ago? Oh my god, a big hunk of man flesh. Yeah.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
Yeah, that part I'm confused about.
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe he got help. Did Monokuma help him?
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Agreed. Yeah, I think he taped his mouth so that he wouldn't make noise while stabbing himself. I think that's actually it.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
He burned the rope beforehand. That's also a possibility. I'm overlooking something. What am I overlooking? The Monokuma plushie was a thing as well.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How
Yeah.
did you use your teeth?
What if he wasn't? Oh shit! What if he
Or
wasn't
you
by
use your
himself?
front tail?
Front tail?
Dirty
What the
joke! Is
front
it a dirty
tail?
joke?
He used his dick. He used his dick. It had to be his use. Maybe he has an opposable dick. All right, that's a thing. Front tail. It has to be front tail. Accidentally. Yeah, it was all a big misunderstanding. Alright. So, tying up his arms and legs. His right sleeve looked clean. But the burned rope's interesting. He was clearly gripping something with his hand. I don't know why he stabbed himself through a plushie, though. Blood on the girder is interesting as well. Opposable dick. Yes. Maybe the murderer was the friends we made along the way. You know, I never thought about it that way. I think the burned rope has to be the answer. But I don't know what the question is in this case.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be...
You couldn't do much with the free arm. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Oh no, that's not it. Not that. Which one is it? The first one?
No, that's wrong.
Ding dong, you're wrong. Alright, we got there. So it is the rope.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
Alright. Right evidence, wrong
no
question.
That his arms and legs were...
I don't think his arms and legs were tied. Not all of them.
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms.
He was clearly holding something
The
with
rope
one
on
of
his
them.
right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
Agreed.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
The blood on his hand? His sleeve?
I see.
Yeah.
Take
There
a
was no
close
blood on
look
the sleeve.
at his right sleeve.
Yeah.
Even though the rope was burnt up, the sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
So he could have burned the rope ahead of time. That's true. Alright, I think you're on the right page there.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
How did he stab his own hand?
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
I mean, okay, but I don't know why. Alright.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Good point, Sonia. Alright.
That's definitely wrong.
Sure. What?
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
What? What is going on?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Okay, good. Alright, we're back on track.
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
Alright.
It's impossible
Sonia's
to
classy,
stab
it's
a
true.
knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
What? Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
But I didn't even get the cop. This is the worst deal ever. Way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. The panels, maybe?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free,
The blood on the
how
girder?
could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
Oh, it could have
could he
fallen.
stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Oh, yeah. Probably the
and slammed his
plushie.
right hand down on it?
What? That was weird. It has to be
Propped
it.
onto
He
what?
propped it onto the plushie, maybe?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Yeah, his other hand was holding the spear. So we could try and
Even if
argue the
Nagito's right
plushie,
hand was free,
and we could try and argue
and
the...
let the knife fall. Could he stab his hand that way? Is he a throwing knife expert? Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I agree with that.
Okay. Plushie makes sense. So you, like, put it in the plushie?
The life-size
How would it fall
Monokuma
with
plushie.
enough
He must
force
have used
to,
that
like,
prop the knife.
spear through his hand, though? That doesn't make sense.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Hmm.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
Oh, that's why. So he slammed it down with his palm, I guess?
If that's
Sure.
it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
Alright.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
Dang.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
Check it for Benjamins.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear.
Yes.
Right?
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible?
Because he let go of the rope.
He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
But you can see he was holding something.
He probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
No, I don't think so.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Oh. God damn it, Kazuichi.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
God fucking damn it.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Thank you for repeating that, Sonia. I appreciate that.
Say it one more time.
God damn it.
You recorded for reasons.
This is not the time.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Oh god.
Like
Definitely
she
not,
said,
Raka.
In that
Definitely not.
condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
No.
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else. I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
This is where the hope comes in. Getting all that hope
say
up in
you
there.
can't believe it?
Mhm.
You just don't want to believe it, right?
Also a good point, but total bullshit, probably.
That's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Oh my god, it's happening.
Monami sassing me.
It's sass, son.
But just as Monokuma said, we've been betrayed over and over again so far. So This might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted. And
If you need to ban a bully, let me know. Oh man, I will keep that in mind, Drex.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Fair enough.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
But why? The evidence points that way.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
He's playing some weird shit. Wow. This is a
I did
murder
say
mystery
difficult,
visual
but I
novel.
never said impossible.
Waifu game. It's great.
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
Obviously.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
It's also a murder mystery cleavage simulator.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Jackie's doing a real good job of this hope stuff.
Everyone working together.
All right, let's do this.
Alright, we're in. So obviously he was holding the rope. I don't even know why we need to discuss this. It's obvious. Blood on the left hand.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through. When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
No. Yes? Oh, right hand. Left hand wasn't covered. I bamboozled myself.
How did Nagito stab himself?
I'm getting
Let's work together
ahead
and think
again.
this
I should just
through.
listen to the whole
When
thing all the way
spear
through.
stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
Disagree. No! Bamboozle! Yes!
No, that's wrong.
Ding dong, you're wrong. We in there.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
Because the blood.
But there was something off about his left hand.
Obviously.
The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
Yes.
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look,
Yes,
there's
the
blood
fingers
on the
as
back
well.
of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said.
Which is where he was
looks
holding
like
the
an unnatural
rope.
Bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If
Yes.
there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood
So
splattered?
his palm and the back of his hand, like the fingers, but it wasn't on the back or on the inside. So it was closed fist, holding something. Makes perfect sense. It was hiding. It was gripping. Oh
Let's
my.
see. When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back
Obviously.
of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Why? Damn it, Akane!
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
That's the same thing!
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild.
What's up, Towster?
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose.
He's
so he
obsessed
could
with
keep a
front
straight
tails?
while he
That's
whipped the
Akane.
spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
No, it wouldn't.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Sure.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think.
Mm-hmm.
However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Yes. It was the shaft. The cord, obviously.
That's it.
You can grip the shaft pretty well, but the cord is what's going to get you the best, reach.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain.
There you go. You
shape
can
like
even
was
see it
cut
on the
off by
cord.
something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the
All right.
blood that was supposed to end up here
Was on his hand,
ended
obviously.
up getting on Nagito's left hand.
Yep.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
Because it was hanging from the rafter.
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
I
That is
mean,
where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
we already know the answer.
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Apologize for the cough. Is gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach? Thinking emoji.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
Oh man, tea time.
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time? What does that mean? Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Yep. It was hanging above him on the rafter. Alright, we have another mini game. Which one though? Is it the surfing one? Logic dive? Yeah, this one's actually... I kind of like this mini game actually. This one's fun. Mostly because it reminds me of Pepsi Man. But, whatever. It's just actually a lot different than everything else, too. Alright. We already know the answer to this as well, so we'll probably screw up at least one. Where was the spear just before it impaled him? It was above him, obviously. I think they replaced it in V3 sucks. Yeah, it's not that great in V3. I agree with you. Oh, you could speedrun these sections, by the way. I don't know why you want to, but it exists. Alright. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? The girder. This is what surfing the web is? It's true. Like taxing. The taxi stuff was okay from what I watched. I didn't actually get a chance to play it though. Oh god, I'm dumb. I didn't want to go the way they wanted me to go. Sick jump, bro. Oh shit. Fucking. I just want to go fast. Alright. Last question. What item connects both the spear? It is the spear's core. These are all really easy. I didn't have to move. World record.
It's all coming together.
Spear was erect and just jammed into him. What are we talking about?
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up.
Is it a
Must
front
have been
tail?
perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular. In the middle of the air?
Rainbow Pugsy? That'd be kind of cool.
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
He had a sports network?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
There we go.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder. And
Case
using that as
solved.
support, he
Uh-huh.
hoisted the spear directly above him.
Yeah, this all makes obvious sense.
And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
Yeah.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
So, was he hoping he would be lucky enough that they would save him before he died? I'm really confused about that.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
I'm confused as to what his plan was. Did he actually want to die?
He really committed suicide?
Maybe he was just clinging to hope? Maybe.
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real?
That's depressing.
He really committed suicide?
mean, he
single
must have,
wound on his
right?
body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear?
I mean, he must have, right?
That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
It had to have been.
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
I mean, that would make sense.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Huh. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. Mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me. This doesn't answer one of the questions, though, I had. Namely, the...
Probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
Oh. Can I go back and read that? Ah, dang. Is it F2? Yeah, here we go. However, there's one thing I still did not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that. He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us. That doesn't answer my question, though. So my question is, what about the fire bombs and the poison? Maybe he killed himself, or made it look like he killed himself, and then I'm still thinking he laced one of the fire bombs with poison, and the fire from the gas is actually what killed him. I don't think his plan was just to commit suicide. I think it was to take someone with him. The poison and every other, like the other bits of evidence that weren't used so far, don't make sense otherwise. I don't know.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi.
Yeah, I feel like there's still something missing. He definitely set it up to kill himself.
He created a scenario
But what
where
else did
any
he
of us
do?
could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other. And tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
Is that it though?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah?
Probably just my imagination.
We should talk about this. I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is,
So
or...?
what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
No.
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You can't be wrong. You're
You're
constantly
right.
eating.
It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Alright. Before we continue, I'm going to take a really quick bathroom break, and then we will continue with this from here. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. The hell is that eggplant? Alright, we back. Alright.
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Agreed.
Hold on. Why?
I think it was a skeleton.
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
Maybe.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Agreed, Chiaki.
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to his death, a piece of evidence he couldn't mess with. The poison... Yeah, there's all this mystery. What's the evidence he couldn't mess with, though? The Hope Speak Academy file? Or the poison? Maybe?
Crap!
No. Evident, it has to be the poison, I guess, right?
Crap!
No. Nagito had the diary. Monokuma file?
I see!
You couldn't mess with the Monokuma file.
Is it about the Monokuma
The
file?
Monokuma file says that it was...
Yeah. Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
It says that he's a victim. Noon sharp. So what's unusual about it, though? The time of death? You died because they got there at 12:30, right? Something of death, maybe? Oh, wrong button. Maybe... Alright. Oh my god, there's so much shit! What is this? Ah! I fucking hate this game too. The cause of death is not listed. That's it. This is a nightmare. Get in there. Why is there so much? Ah! I don't know. I hate this game. Wait, I needed that. Damn it! Fuck. Alright. This hangman's terrible. Yeah. Ugh.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Agreed. I think the cause of death was actually due to poison. And I think it was actually due to the fire bombs. That's what I'm confused about. Oh, you can focus on it? Yeah, whatever. What's up, Ewan? You're a horrible person. I hope not.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death. But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
Not really.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth!
Oh my god.
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Agreed.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on.
It could.
Then are
Yeah.
you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
Oh. That's a little rude, Ewan.
Are you suggesting again that his death wasn't a suicide?
I think he set up a suicide, but also set it up so someone else would kill him.
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad
Cop will
sense.
feel or feel a cop. I am the law. Law.
That
Yeah.
sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me.
Law. Like that? I am the law. Alright, I think I fixed it. It's not broken. Everything's right. Alright, this is fine. Law.
For example, would that malice just end here?
Yeah, I think he was trying to take someone else down with him.
Did
I agree.
Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
Yeah, totally.
Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
I agree.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying.
You're friggin' annoying. Frig you, Kazuichi, saying swear words like frig on my stream. Not okay. Can't fucking say that.
But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right.
Sure.
That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Shut up. Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. Absolute hope that can overcome any despair. Said that what he was yearning for, huh? Then this is what we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. Absolute despair. Absolute hope. Yeah, I think it's definitely something he set up. And I think the fire bombs were a big part of that.
No.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was going to start, but, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was going to happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't. Isn't that right, Bonamy? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends now. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all! Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know? We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Well, maybe some demands for that, actually. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. Oh man, man bait. Alright. So, where did he put the poison?
By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. There's
Man bait or front tail? Why don't we have both?
That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
Oh, okay. The mouth down south,
So if we're
Jesus.
working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
I guess.
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear.
True.
It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand,
But there's the poison we obviously found that was ignored through half of the trial.
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Thinking emoji.
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Alright.
exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
Fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it was no matter what. Alright, so... the piece of blue paper.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
And...
There's no way he burned to death.
correct.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Wait. Wait, no. It could have been poison, but... maybe that wasn't the right evidence. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. That's bad.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other
Oh,
wounds,
it's
right?
poison. I didn't see the poison.
With all those wounds, maybe
They hit it with a bunch of
There's no
things
way was
too,
the cause
so
of death something that cannot...
I agree.
I agree with that.
Wrong evidence. Correct answer.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but...
Looks like Kaede,
we need
or
to bring it up all of a
Kaede?
sudden.
How do you say her name? Yes. She looks kind of like this. Similar style, anyway. Kaede? Sounds
I
right.
remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
You could tell, because it said for poisoning only.
I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
I mean, obviously, he's Yakuza.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That makes sense.
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
It was in a gas.
His left
From the
hand
fire.
was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
And he was hoping that they would throw it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
I don't remember this poison being slow acting.
The warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
Hmm.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
But why? God damn it.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
But why?
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
He breathed it in through his nose.
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible.
Hmm.
Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Good job, Chucky.
Are there any left?
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really
Agreed.
killed him. Operation Elimination Method.
Yeah,
The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
agreed. I already know the answer to this as well. Oh, but I have to go through a fucking minigame. Oh, I know the answer game. Just let me. Oh, fine. Alright, we're gonna play a minigame to figure out that it was a gas. God damn it. I already know this. I have a memory like a front tail. Firm and long lasting. Alright, I was trying to figure out how to end that. It was a gas, obviously. At least it's only 2. Yeah, at least it's this minigame, it's true. This minigame's at least fun. It's still something I don't really want to do, but I already know the answer, but... whatever. Whatever. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck! I just want to go fast. Alright, we need to actually slow down, apparently. Speed tech. I don't even know if you could get on that track up there. I guess you could, and you'd have to jump between all of them. This is some monkey ball shit right here. Alright. Through his nose. Run! Alright. This is all obvious as well. This makes the most sense based on the information they gave us
Drinking the
earlier.
poison, we assume he inhaled it.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if
Yep.
the poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
Because the sprinklers. This guy.
I see!
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Yep.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
Yep. Let me make a quick save here. Pretty low on health, so. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So, it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
That makes sense, it would be on the ground.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning.
Agreed.
The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
Oh shit!
So what?
Fucking.
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nope.
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, it depends.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
No?
Well, but
What? There's still more?
There has to be. I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, his motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Well, what about Nagito's malice? Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Boo.
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
Well, I still think it was the fire bombs. He made them bring it and kill him. So one of them could be the killer.
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
The thing that would have been left behind would have been the container? The bone meat! On the bone meat. It's the on the bone meat. Even the game is taunting me.
I see.
Bamboozled.
are you talking
On the
about
meat
container
bone.
the poison was
Yeah.
kept in?
Goddamn.
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
You can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Agreed. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic. That is very important because the fire bombs were in plastic, away from sunlight. On the meat bone? I did on the meat bone as well, and chat ribbed me for it really bad. I'm like, what? That makes perfect sense. It's on the meat bone.
Probably melted
Oh
in the
shit!
fire.
Meat on the bone, that's what it was. God damn it.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
But they didn't put out the fire. I think that was the trap.
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice?
I think an accomplice
It's
is
just
much less likely than setting them up.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
They're trying really hard to make this argument not a thing.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this?
I think it's because they
case
just don't want it to be
yet?
true.
We're in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore, but by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired. Just tired of doubting everyone. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
that's no good, dude.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
Oh my god. Kazuichi is by far the worst. I don't mind Fuyuhiko as much. But Kazuichi is just an
The power
awful
of
character.
friendship bursts beyond death, huh?
Ugh.
A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
You're really fighting him, Monami. Good job.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
No.
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But
I don't think that's
I just
true.
can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing.
Uh,
And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
maybe it is the fire grenade for. Why are you they're overlooking the most obvious thing again. Yeah. No shit. Please. What is this feeling right now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison means the thing he used as a container was the fire grenade. Oh, it's this one again. Everywhere. I just know the answer this time. I don't need the end for a while. Maybe. I do eventually need one of these, but I need these first. Oop. Press them. Oh, fuck you. I actually do kind of need the Z, but I can wait. I need an E and an E. I couldn't even defend against that. Gotta have that D! Alright, I got the D. We did it. It's really hard to get the D sometimes, but if you aim right, try really hard, you can get that D. There we go.
I see. I got it.
Yeah, again, this was really obvious.
Huh?
The front tail.
The fire grenades.
So my suspicions were
Poison inside one of the fire
were
grenade canisters and
somewhat right
transported
earlier.
it to the
Fair
warehouse.
enough. Yep.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone.
It was brought there.
Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Mm-hmm.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
So, we would need to figure out who threw the right fire grenade? Oh my god.
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
We found a seal underneath his bed.
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Yep.
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
But she's wrong.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
That is because of the blue paper. Which isn't paper, it's aluminum. Well, aluminum paper, I guess. But point being.
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash.
Yeah.
The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's
He also
room.
had a gas mask and gloves,
He
so,
also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
which look way more real than everything else in the game for the most part, but that's fine. They definitely weren't a Google search.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right?
No.
So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
Fuck you, Kazuichi.
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion
Excuse
is still
me?
the same. Nagito committed
They
suicide.
do not want to see the
End
truth
of
here at all.
story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
Yep.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell?
This is some shit,
You
too.
still want to keep going?
Oh my
Is
god.
this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Alright.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison, so when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison?
It was 12 o'clock. That's, I believe, when they opened the door.
When I thought along those lines,
Or-
that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison thing, could that be when we all threw the grenades? What's up, Standard Beat? Yeah, Chiaki is taking the place
Was when we
of
all threw the fire
semi-intelligent individual in the party.
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
Yeah, that's what I mean, who's left.
One of us.
Yes.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec.
That's some shit.
Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
So, he used his ultimate luck talent to cause them to pick up the fire grenades and throw them. Because that's the only way his plan works, right? If he's lucky enough that they go get the grenades. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Who prepared it? What do you mean? One of us had to. No. It had to be Nagito. He prepared it. Okay. So what's the question then? I don't understand. It obviously had to be Nagito. So why did they give me? I'm confused about where this is going then.
We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Okay.
And who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
So.
I see.
Okay. Now I see where they're going with this.
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
To make someone throw the poison.
I see.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
This is some bullshit.
Huh? Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
It's really clever though.
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him.
Interesting.
The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point.
Yeah. Because you couldn't
All the fire
see.
grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
When he couldn't hold the rope anymore, that's when the thing fell. But he had already died to the poison.
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Yeah, exactly. Agree with that.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Why would you tell us that?
Are you fucking serious?
Okay.
It was his trap all along.
So how did they solve that?
Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair.
Man, these kids are dumb. Yup. That's true.
Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. It's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
Oh my god. They have fallen for one of the classic blunders. Most well known is never getting a land war in Asia, but only slightly less known is never get into an impasse when life is or death is on the line. There we go.
However,
Just trying to.
Monokuma
It's
also
fine. I
does
didn't fuck it
not
up.
know who the killer
Nobody
is,
saw that.
right?
God damn it.
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
But what if Monokuma does know?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Thinking emoji.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
This game.
How can you? You're such. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
I don't know.
It's just a hunch. It's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct.
Okay.
Hajime, please.
That's right, it doesn't matter. Or, that's right, it doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it. Even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Closing argument. God, the song during this section is so good. We're switching. Alright, let's figure out where the duct tape goes. The recap is one of my favorite parts of the game. I like this little puzzle. We let go of the spear there, so where does the lighter go? Here? What was beyond the Monokuma? The lighter. Alright. Remove the lid here. The reason they went to the warehouse was because of the message, right? Yeah, because he set that up. All right. Sneak attacking my left hand with the knife. Sure. Whoops. Lots of fire grenades in the break room. There's poison in the fridge. So he stabbed himself with the plushie? Alright. He didn't support the spear because he was holding it. There we go.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Time for the recap.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
Yeah, it would have been nice to get Mikon's.
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base. Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory,
And placed it with all the other ones, right?
and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse.
Done.
In order to set up a fire,
Yeah.
Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion.
This trial's really cool, though. It's interesting to think about
First, he
compared to
hung
the
the spear that he
other
took from Nezumi Castle
murders.
from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand.
If you haven't seen any of the Danganronpa anime, I would suggest it, Hoth. Specifically season 2, which is split up into 2 separate seasons.
In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As
Yes.
he gripped the tip of the rope hanging
So
over
I
the
realize
ceiling
there's some
girder with his
spoilers
left
there, but I
hand,
still never played the game. So
he lay down face up.
I'm not asking for
just like
spoilers
the
on the
jingling
game as
spear.
any of the actual trials or anything like that. A lot of this I've never seen before. Even in that context.
But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream,
Oh, you have watched it. Fair enough.
he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs.
The danger rope, I guess.
Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up, he also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect.
Yep.
The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire extinguishing We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poisoned grenade that Nagito had prepared.
So,
The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere.
How did they figure out who threw the grenade then? That's something I'm still
The
unsure of.
poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach.
Alright.
This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity.
This is great.
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought.
Hmm.
It's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a nice touch on it as well, that every character's that great character, like the murderers are in the previous ones.
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us earlier.
It's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. Not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I'm
There's
confused.
one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
His talent.
I see!
So he thought he would get lucky that the one he
Nagito
wanted
believed
to
in
throw
his
it
talent
would
as
throw
the
it?
Ultimate lucky student.
That was his luck? After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. It's definitely gonna be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
Except Hajime.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
Yeah, because he put like all the bullets but one into the gun for, oh god, it's this room again? Into the Russian roulette gun. It's a little escape game then, it was Russian roulette. It's a game where you load one bullet in the gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. You really did it. Oh, so that's how you're supposed to play that game. It would have been fine if I only used one bullet, huh? I guess it was just what me said. Wait, what? I misunderstood and thought I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder, so that's how I did it. You only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving? I'm still alive, after all. The only good thing about me is how lucky I am. Did the same thing when the first killing happened at the old building near the hotel as well. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. They could set up that first murder. Right, I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. You just relied on luck? Avril Lavigne! Not just luck, it's true my talent is trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student. Well, I'm left with the red mark. For someone called the lucky student, you don't seem very lucky. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything. He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck.
Doesn't seem right, yeah.
No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
No, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
It could be Hajime.
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
Ultimate hope? Who would be the ultimate hope out of the group? I already know what the answer is. The traitor?
I see.
Because he wanted to kill the traitor, right?
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message.
It won't work with just any student handbook if you want to disarm that bomb. You have to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity, but I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
But only one person used their handbook, and that was Chiaki. So... purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached for much. The reason this took so damn long was it really because we didn't believe in him?
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Interesting.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys
This case
gonna
is
believe
crazy. He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. Sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened,
The only
but...
thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
What?
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor?
Really laying it on thick there.
Hajime, please.
That really hurts, though. It was me! Oh, wait. Has to be. It's me!
It's you?
Obviously it was Kazuichi. God, I wish.
Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please, hold on.
Aw, you totally guessed right.
Mm.
Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor.
Hmm.
The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Alright. But why? I mean, this nonsense, but why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki. Are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
No more waifus are gonna die, right, Gabe? Didn't really have as much of an impact on me. Chucky's okay as a character. I feel like she's a lot better in the anime, but yeah, she's okay in this game.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
It's still pretty shitty.
What does this mean? You... Up till now... You've been tricking us?
We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time.
Sonya still believes.
Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation. That is obviously a lie.
Please, wait. The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is.
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
Ibuki is
No.
great.
I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hmm.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Agreed.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that?
Because she wants to protect them?
Maybe
Yeah.
I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Hey Hajime, can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
Huh.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why
So she's a robot of some
the
kind?
only thing I can do is plead with you.
Interesting.
I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you.
That is literally what she is asking. Oddly enough.
There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
Mm-hmm.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all.
Right?
Because Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Oh, fuck you, Monami.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Monami's trying really hard to protect her for some reason.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
Ultimate traitor? Oh my god, that would be great.
Always been alone. I have no friends. Anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Yeah. Damn it.
Chiaki, right, my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's relationship, proving it here is the only way, huh? On the meat boat!
God, I hate this minigame too.
Always takes me a while to figure out what the frick I'm doing again. Panic top. Alright, it's happening.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you.
You have to hold it in, right?
First
What
open
am I
and
doing?
mix. I can't lose.
Is it right click? What is it?
I won't let you.
I don't even remember the controls. They don't tell you the controls.
Open and mix.
Is it tab? Okay. Yeah, the problem with this minigame is they never tell you the controls. It's super easy to just forget it.
Let's all get along. Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along. I won't let you. First open and mix. I can't lose. I won't let you.
Yeah, I really don't like how this minigame just comes out of nowhere.
First open and mix. I'll lower your grade.
There's just very little time to get into the groove of the game again. There we go.
Chucky and I aren't best friends.
Monami's notebook.
This is the end.
But yeah, the problem with that minigame is you go about
I discovered a notebook.
6 to 8
And the
hours
Sami
before
logo
playing
on
it, and every time it hits you, it's like, oh god, the controls on this are terrible.
That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Mi's book Mononote? Yeah.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
It could be because she didn't let us look at it.
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Oh, so sudden?
Nah.
Give me that notebook.
I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Yaki is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. Monami's diary?
Traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too. So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
Why is that?
No?
It took me this long. I finally understand.
Truth is, I might have already known at the moment I found that notebook. The Devas 4 Dark! Yeah. 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 I just wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. Now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
We already knew that.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
That would make a lot more sense.
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because it's the one person who's not in the book.
Because there's an entry
Maybe?
written in here that only me and one other person would know.
Oh. Topic we discussed in that entry was... a future goal?
Damn it!
The days at the academy? No.
Damn it!
He doesn't remember that. I don't know. The Jabberwock Island. No, fuck it.
Damn it!
I guess it's the final dead room. We did it. Yeah, process of elimination. I got it first try. Woo, final dead room. God fucking damn it. Why is it that one? I don't remember that at all.
There was a specific entry.
We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room. Oh, well, Monami already knew that. Probably panicking because no one believes him. No one believes him. Oh, that part! He only talked to Chiaki about that. Yeah.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room,
Yeah, because Chiaki stopped him. Okay, I get it now.
but the only one who knew that.
Can't do there. Or you can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake.
I wish.
I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Hmm.
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm
That's not true.
satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
Really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, she walked over to the bomb without saying a word, took her handbook out of her pocket, and without hesitating, swiped the card reader. Looks like it was wrong that she's not the traitor.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
Monami knew that they weren't bombs, so she would have probably told Chiaki though.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
Agreed.
She knew? That is a mistake. That must be a mistake. Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Hmm.
Of course not.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor.
Hmm.
There is just no way.
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe, but
Then nobody will be saved.
yeah, that's a lot of Bible thumps here. What? Why are we still going? Oh shit! What is happening? Oh my god! It
Chiaki is not the traitor.
has to be.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb,
This is crazy.
didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known
Yes, she would have.
if that bomb was fake or not.
Yes, she would have. You're
The only
lying.
person who knew it was a fake was
That is baloney.
me when I tried to detonate.
Baloney, and you know
That's
it.
not it.
Ding dong, you're wrong, Sonia.
That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake.
Monami knew
was
as
also
well.
there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Yeah.
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess.
Yay!
The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I do not want to hear that.
Oh shit! It's happening!
Enough already. Please do not say
I don't want to
another
break her heart.
I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Mm.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor! Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
What? Shit! I got bamboozled.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
What? I'm still missing. Fuck.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence,
What did I mess up?
I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
I'm one short. What am I missing? This puzzle is so bad.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too.
Yeah, she
After
offered
all,
the Benjamins.
I also knew the bomb was fake.
Alright. I guess that's how it works. This doesn't even
Knowing it was a
feel
fake
good at
isn't the
all.
problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami
What?
who knew that bomb was fake.
That's not true.
That someone is Monokuma.
That's not true.
Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island.
What? He does know that. I am a fucking moron.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
There we go. That's the one I want. Bingo, you're wrong. Unfortunately. This doesn't feel good at all.
Monokuma probably
This feels
knew the
fucking
bomb was a
awful.
fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
And where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved.
That Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
Man, this sucks.
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone.
Exactly, Miles.
You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
What?
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
God damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
God, this case is good. Well, fair enough. Not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. Make a quick save. Although we're pretty much done. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness. Loneliness. Sadness. And most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. We believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking, and believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead. It was me! Can I just choose cousins? I don't really like. Alright. I guess.
Even so.
It was me! Dio! Yeah. Well, them's the breaks. All rise with your front tails. Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the result. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagito Kameda's killer is Chiaki Nanami.
Damn it!
Are you serious? That was correct? The fact that Chiaki was a traitor, the fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck. Everything was true?
Damn it.
Plus that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
A rebuttal showdown portrait? Yeah, I don't think Ibuki ever had one.
Damn it.
Stupid, we're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Jackie, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? Agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it, even though I do not want to believe it. There's no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what.
Because-
Because I can't betray the Future Foundation.
Well,
Can't betray? Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? Same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation. What the heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. Yeah, you're right.
Why?
Now's not the time to be laughing.
well,
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. She was the ultimate gamer. Those same things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just not going to answer, right? Like if we ask why you were in the Future Foundation.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Jackie, you will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this, that's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that. Is that really his goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't it strange?
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? If Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. Boo, boo, boo. You've raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations, you successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor.
Huh?
Kill everyone else besides the traitor?
Are you
That
serious?
was his goal?
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? To form a plan that only the traitor would survive? That bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay. Okay, what?
Well,
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably would have taken things so far. Or he probably wouldn't have taken things so far. Jackie, you really are a kind-hearted person. You think so? Geez, I wonder where you got your personality from.
perhaps.
Maybe our dad and our big brother, don't you think?
Hey.
Hey, don't go talking about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru Teru.
I can't lose.
Then I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight I cannot win, I must try to retaliate.
Huh?
Huh? Retaliate? What?
I will no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
He's humping him.
As they say, we shall die together.
What? She self-destructed?
What'd you say?
What's going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, died?
No.
Nah, I'm not dead. A new one fucking came out! You, man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
What the fuck? What is happening? Hey, wait.
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
Stop
Monami
it,
is
I
an
said.
absolute
I'm
unit.
Sorry, I lose. Forgive me.
Yeah. You're just gonna keep exploding. What's that even gonna do?
Hey.
Not yet. Seriously, stop it. If you don't stop right now, it's all going to be destroyed.
I won't forgive you.
Of course, I'm doing it so you'll all be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my
I won't
students.
let you.
I will protect them with my life. Monami, you.
Hey.
Now then, how many of you are still there? Might as well come out all at once.
Ooh.
How many? Not that much. Just around 10 to the 60th. What did you say?
What?
1 million?
Hmm.
100. No, it's more than 1 million, you big dummy. Jump ahead, 10 to the... That's 10 to the 60th. That is how math works, yes! Jesus Christ. That did... God damn it, they could have at least put all the zeros.
Hey.
After all this, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. More than 1 mole. Yeah. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? All the Monokumas? While you're doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created in the Monokuma manufacturing facility.
That's wrong.
Those were just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
Just bluffing Monami. Finish him off.
Hey.
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. What'd you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic, huh?
Could it be?
Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey!
Hold on, if you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be confused. Unless you mean magic in a technological sense, we won't understand this at all.
Hey!
What's going on? Don't tell me they're not gonna call this magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it.
In the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement?
Oh my god.
What's this?
And how many Monomies are left to challenge my army to 10 to the 60th? Boo, you don't have to say anything, I know. Let's see, you just have 10 more left, right? I know everything. I am the conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose.
I won't give up, even if I have no chance of winning.
It's okay, Monami.
It's okay, Monami.
Well,
Not about giving up, you know.
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in them. Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest of them. But
Right?
right?
Damn it.
Well, he mentioned something about the new world as well. That's something to keep in mind, I guess. What the hell is going on? I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is
Please listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's her enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between the two organizations. Okay, that's it. Let's just leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time's gonna start. Hold on, just a little more. Just a little more time. To wait or not to wait? That is the question, but which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you'd know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. Not that
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Chiaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer.
Special bleeding
Oh,
service.
and for Monami too.
Huh?
Wait, what? Why even Monami? It's just a 2-for-1 special. Could have killed that thing anytime I wanted, since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that will defy me anymore.
Uh-huh.
Oh, also, I remember now. I am an
Sorry.
only child.
That is...
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway. Not that. Not just that. I've decided to believe in everyone.
You guys,
I'm sorry about so many
so
things.
many things. I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
I'm pretty sure they just chose a number at random in their writing, yeah.
It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Then let's proceed with
It's
high spirits. This is the very last punishment time. And this sucks. Nobody told me that Danganronpa 2 wasn't the feel-good game of the century. Rocky's been found guilty. Time for the punishment time. Oh, you too, Monami. Space invaders. The tank. Oh man, it's the tank from the military. That doesn't feel good at all. Gonna shoot through the space invaders with the tank, I guess? Yeah. Jesus. There's an exit door. Oh. Wow. Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I'd fallen to my knees. A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I'd said that, would she have been comforted a little? If she was executed as the traitor, you been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurt. Well, good gracious, that was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of point man during the class trials, as did Nikito too.
What?
And not only was she the traitor, she was Nikito's killer too. Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations we'll need to rely on them.
Huh?
Or does that mean... Now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well, all the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on the island are completely gone.
Hey!
Are you serious? We can really leave this island?
I shall now.
Yup! Congratulations! With this, I shall announce the end of the killing school trip. For you 5 who survived up until now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work. Are you really okay with that? What do you mean? There are still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you would be setting things up so another killing happens right away. You're right. Stop it. What are you saying? What if Mr. Watakuba changes his mind? Screw you, Kazuichi. Also, you said you 5, like you were emphasizing that part. Does that number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there are still 2 days left, huh?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people? You planning to make a volleyball team? Fucking dastardly.
Stupid fool!
We need 6 people for volleyball. Oh. Don't stay quiet. Say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and an enemy of the Future Foundation, so what's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I won the new world that the Future Foundation has created.
no.
Well, you'll just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. Timer's almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything went. Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey!
New world. Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus.
Yeah.
While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest, because once you leave the island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going. Forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened up till now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen. Burrowed deep into my sheets as if I were trying to hide. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. And then the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? How far? How much is everything? If we leave the island, is everything going to end? Still so much we don't know. But our school memories, the Future Foundation, Hope Speak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? Not just that, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? The Hope Speak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island, at a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. Foreboding. Fair enough. 9 hours almost? I feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because then I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling. That's right. It's the last. According to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I had never felt before. Fear that I had been abandoned in this world. Completely and utterly alone. Nobody left on the island. Kazuichi, Fujiko, Akane, Sonia. Like everyone was gone. I couldn't find them. Suddenly couldn't believe in anything, like everything in this world was nothing but lies. Ah! Rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. Rushed out of the cottage to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage. When I left the cottage, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
Ah, Hajime, good timing. What do you mean?
See?
I remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well?
Apparently, there was more to that message inside that laptop.
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently, it was locked by a timer.
Hmm.
Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the trial? Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will. Nagito's will? Where is it?
Um,
We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it at the restaurant. Well, that's fucking weird. Alright.
Yo!
Hey, you're late. Is it true Nagito really left another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well.
A coincidence you say? Wrong. That is the will of causality guiding you.
Huh?
Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that.
Damn right.
Anyway, let's hurry up and play it. There's some shenanigans going on right now. Yeah, you're right. Sure, this is all normal and fine. I wonder who's watching this message.
watching this message?
Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I'd hoped it would. Ended the way he hoped it would.
Damn it.
He was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it.
Hey, hey!
So he really set up the traitor as a killer and even tried to make them survive. Oh man, we might have Ibuki and Mikon back. Maybe true. What? Enough with your useless talk. It appears that there's still more. Thanks, Byakuya. I guess. But if everyone but the traitor is watching this video, then unfortunately, I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me.
Now then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dev room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It'd be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised, I mean. Future Foundation trader must have known that truth all along. And so, I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. How did he know I was a protagonist? But now that I know that truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery in the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is... seriously pissing me off, hell. Keth is only happy... so happy. Or is he? Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that? But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nezumi Castle. The password to guide everyone to the future.
Well...
Normally you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place, but since that message gets rid of those steps, you could think of an Easter egg or something. Probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monami, but that has nothing to do with me. Oh, you guys will still think you're not gonna die or something. www, stop it, don't. Stop it! Just Monica, kinda, yeah. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now's a nice time to announce it, right? So then I'll announce the password. 11037. Alright, I will announce the password. If you turn it upside down, it spells the word. That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter the specific place. That's the only way to escape on it. I feel that I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. Kana Benjamins. Kana. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
This was Nagito's final message. That 11037 number that he said was the password. There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter that ancient rune. Oh man, Mihiru.
Hey.
Better hurry. I think let's go before the countdown reaches 0. You're right. Let's go. Oh shit. Now's not the time to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient rune on the second island. Oh god, what? Why is it winter? Where am I right now? Am I on the first island? I don't even know. Where am I? I'm on the second island right now. More importantly, is my pet dead from poop? No, just a big pig. Alright. Am I going in the opposite direction? Very likely. Wait, where am I? This isn't the ancient room. No. It's like a school library or something. Here we go. Somehow it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's going to be in there? Yeah, it's 11037. It's the name of one of the killers in the first. Yeah, I totally get it.
You are a boy, right?
It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right, it's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills.
Thanks.
Ah, if you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware? What the fuck?
Dumbass.
Hey, now's not the time to fuck around.
Young master for you, Hiko.
Gonna be alright, you don't have to worry, I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together. The hell? What do you mean like a kid?
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's orders. It's why I don't know why she's making pig noises, but I'm okay. I finally got to use this emote.
What?
What was that? I told her that you only understand piggy talk. Fucking here you go. I said, you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
And she made the password. Yeah, I know. 11037,
It's gonna be fine.
No need for you to worry. The only thing beyond that point is shining future. Now, let's open the door to the future. Beyond this door, the future is waiting, a sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. It was an erase feature for Mario Paint. That was the future. Oh.
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Huh?
Where did everyone
where
go?
did everyone go?
Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is... this world? Monica's messing with us, yeah. Stage clear. It was all a video game. Smile at hope in the name of despair. Chapter 5. Surviving student. 5. Alright, I guess that's where we'll stop for tonight. Mystery. Game's great. Heading to the school trip. Chapter 0. So this is the... because we started at chapter 1, so this is like what happened before. The pre-sequel. I don't know why I can't pull up my menu here, but I guess we'll read this. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. Every time that happened, I'd have to stick myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comfort. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent. Detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. Oh, boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. Clearly directed at me. You look like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Oh, that's right, that's it. So this is a ship. Ah, just realized that now. Really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The over-familiar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor. Some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Kamida. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that... Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. Boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess? I'm trying to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope Speak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? Ah, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? Boring. Ah, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? The world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. Because of that, or because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. The world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Ah, perhaps. Does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different for me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well, using people is a talent too. It's now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. That person? You talking about the ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... Interesting. I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now it rests in my pocket. What you're talking about? I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate? Then explain your hand. Oh yeah. What? Oh, this? The end of that bandage. The woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Yes, this story implies some plot from the first game. Agreed. I see, so you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. Ah, I don't want you to misunderstand. I just... Fear's my enemy, you know? She's my sworn enemy because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that, I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Oh, that's strange. Ah, look out the window. We're finally here. Starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. I can already predict what will happen. I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? Ultimate Despair is Junko, yeah? From the first game? I don't really understand, but... I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring. You really don't play along, do you? Heading to the school trip. Chapter 0. That was a cutscene I couldn't save or exit the game in, which is really weird. But now I can. Alright, so that's where we'll stop.
Danganronpa.